All right, everyone, it's time for baseball here on the Carolina Cast. I am Ryan Schlesinger, and I will be joined by Samuel Levine momentarily. We are here at Truist Park. It's the Braves hosting the Philadelphia Phillies in Game 1 of the National League Division Series. Sean Murphy catching for the Braves, Matt Olson, Ozzie Albies, Orlando Arcia, and Austin Riley in the infield. And we are almost ready for baseball. We also look at the outfielders. It's Kevin Pillar in left today for Atlanta. Michael Harris will play center field. And Ronald Acuna Jr., the superstar himself, 70 for 40, will play in right field. Tonight's home plate umpire is Brian O'Nora. He's umping in his 7th division series. Crew chief is Mark Carlson. He is at second base. We are just about set for some baseball. The Braves superstar Spencer Strider, who led the league in strikeouts by a great margin this year, will take the mound for Atlanta in Game 1 of their playoff journey as they look to win their first World Series since 2021 when they beat the Astros in the NLC in the World Series and beat the Dodgers in the NLCS. So here's Strider's first pitch to Schwarber, and Schwarber swings, hits this one deep out to right field, and this ball is going to be off the wall. Michael Harris is going to play it on a bounce out there in right center. And Kyle Schwarber on the first pitch of the game has a leadoff double. Well, how about that? First pitch of the game, Kyle Schwarber was ready for that fastball. Strider brings the heat, but Schwarber just slugs that one out to right center. Wasn't sure if that was going to be a home run off the bat. It hits off the wall, and the Phillies have a leadoff base runner. So it's Trey Turner. Turner's going to stay aggressive, swing at the first pitch, but he's going to foul it off. So 2 pitches and 2 swings from the Philadelphia Phillies so far. Trey Turner has really gotten going in the second half. He was struggling during the start of his Phillies tenure, and then he got a standing ovation from the crowd, and he's been great ever since. The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Strider gets Turner to chase at a slider. It's 0-2. Schwarber takes his lead off second. Phillies looking to score early. The 0-2 payoff pitch is outside. One ball and 2 strikes. Another payoff from Strider, and this one a ground ball to short. Arcia is going to go to third. Riley's tag, and Schwarber is out on the base paths. So an interesting decision there by Orlando Arcia on the somewhat slow ground ball, not particularly hit very hard, just a very routine ground ball from Trey Turner on about 3 little short bounces. And then Arcia knows that Schwarber's not the fastest guy, to say the least. And he gets the out at third base, a perfect throw and a good tag there from Austin Riley. Some good defense right there. Also, an interesting decision by Kyle Schwarber to go on that. But here comes Bryce Harper, and he swings and misses at a first pitch slider. Harper did not do much in the wild card series, just 1 for 6. He did walk twice, though. Still looking for his big moment of the postseason. And I'm sure he probably will get one, considering the type of player he is. Harper in his career against the Braves, a .268 batting average with 46 home runs in just over 180 games as the 0-1 pitch is in the dirt. Now the throw over to second, and Trey Turner is safe. So Trey Turner on a wild pitch that did not kick away by too much. Turner got a great jump, and he's able to get to second on that. Some great heads-up base running there by one of the fastest in the game, the fourth fastest in terms of sprint speed, Trey Turner. 1 ball and 1 strike on Bryce Harper. Here's the pitch. That one's outside. 2-1. Harper playing first base in this one, just like he has all season. 2-1. Harper, a ground ball to short. They have the shift on, and Arcia's throw to first is not in time. I said shift. It's not really a shift, but Arcia was playing up the middle. Obviously, there's no shift. There's shift restrictions, but Arcia had to go there and backhand it into the normal shortstop area with a runner on first. And he tried to make a nice leaping throw over to first, but Harper's speed, he's got some above average speed, and he's able to beat that one out. So 2 hits for the Phillies already. They have first and third with 1 out. And what's been an interesting inning with the leadoff double, and then a ground ball to shortstop and an out at third base. First pitch to Alec Boehm is a ball low of the zone. Strider at 10 pitches in this inning. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. A ground ball to second. Albies is going to toss to second, and the throw to first is in time. So it's a double play, and the Atlanta Braves get out of it. They give up 2 hits in the inning. But after a leadoff double on the first pitch of the game by Kyle Schwarber, they managed to escape, giving up no runs, and the Braves are going to come out to bat in front of their home crowd for the first time in this division series and for the entire playoffs when we come back here on Carolina Cast. All right, everyone, we are back here on the Carolina Cast. 0-0 as we go to the bottom of the first inning. It's Ranger Suarez on the bump for the Phillies. And Suarez, in his last outing on the 27th of September against the Pirates, He just went 4 2/3, allowed 9 hits, 6 earned runs, walked 2 and struck out 4. However, against the Braves, Suarez has posted a 0.78 ERA in 23 innings pitched. That's in his last 4. Acuna swings at the first pitch, a weak ground ball to second. Acuna has speed. Can he beat it out? No, he cannot. The throw is in time, just barely. And Bryson Stott. I'm actually surprised Acuna did not beat that one out. It was a very slow roller, but a nice, quick, and efficient throw from Bryson Stott at second base of the first baseman Bryce Harper, who's been playing first base after he got Tommy John surgery. And he's looked pretty good. He may stay at first base for the rest of his career, in fact. Austin Riley at the plate. First pitch is a called strike. Suarez in last year's postseason went 2-0 with a save and a 1.23 ERA. That's in 14 2/3 of an inning pitched, as Riley hits a ground ball foul down the third base line, 0-2. The Braves batting order: Acuna, Riley, and Olsen at the top, then Albies, Ozuna, and Harris in the middle, and Arcia, Murphy, and Pilar at the bottom. The 0-2 pitch runs inside. Suarez, 28 years old. Recently turned 28 at the end of August. The 1-2 pitch, that is low in the dirt, 2-2. So Suarez, he's pitched really well in the postseason and in his last 4 against the Braves as well. He's also a very good pitcher on the road, a 2.75 ERA on the road this year. That's in 59 innings pitched, as Riley fouls that four-seam fastball off the other way. Two balls and 2 strikes. Here's the payoff pitch and a foul tip. Austin Riley fighting here. The Braves have 13 home runs in the first inning. That's Austin Riley, sorry. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch, and that's a called strike 3. So after a long at-bat, Austin Riley called out on strikes for the first out of the inning. A beautiful pitch right there from Ranger Suarez, 93 miles per hour at the inside part of the plate, and just dotted right there. Freezes Austin Riley. So now Matt Olson to the plate. First pitch to the lefty is swung on and missed. Olson, 54 home runs this season. That led the league. 993 OPS. And an incredible 139 RBIs. The 0-1 pitch runs upstairs. Here's the 1-1 pitch, and Olsen's going to swing, send a fly ball out into shallow right center field, and that is Suarez making the catch out there for out number 3. So we are through 1, scoreless here in Atlanta. A quick and easy and efficient first inning from Ranger Suarez. We will be right back. We are back here on Carolina Cast. The Braves and the Phillies postseason baseball, the National League Division Series. Spencer Strider back on the mound for his second inning of work after a 11-pitch first inning. First pitch to Bryson Stott is a called strike one. Bryson Stott helped the Phillies secure the wild card series. A big grand slam to make it 7-0 in Game 2 against Andrew Nardi. The 0-1 pitch swung on and missed. It's 0-2. Stott, a breakout season this year. 280 batting average, 15 home runs. Here's the payoff pitch, and that one upstairs. Stott, 11 for 50 against Atlanta this season. The 1-2 pitch is fouled off. Stott has really struggled at Truist Park in his career. Just a 176 batting average, 9 for 51 in 14 games as well. 2 for 8 so far this postseason with a grand slam. The 1-2 pitch, that one's fouled back. So Stott fighting here against Spencer Strider. Strider's given him 4 fastballs and 1 changeup so far. All of those fastballs, 98 miles per hour or higher. Another payoff from Strider, that one high and outside. That grand slam that he hit in Game 2 of the Wild Card Series against the Marlins. That was just the second grand slam in Phillies postseason history. 2-2 pitch swing and a miss, strike 3. Strider beats him with a 99 mile per hour fastball. And there's one away here in the top of the second inning. A great pitch right there from Spencer Strider. Just a high fastball. And that one always hard to hit. Strider looks to be on so far after an aggressive first inning from the Phillies. 2 hits and no runs. JT Realmuto at the plate. First pitch from Strider is a called strike 1. Goes to the off speed right there. 87 mile per hour slider. Realmuto hit a home run in the wild card series against his former team. The 0-1 pitch swing and a miss, strike 2. Another fastball at the top of the zone. That one 98 miles per hour from Spencer. Realmuto has a 271 batting average against Atlanta in his career. The 0-2 pitch. And did that one hit him? Yes, it did. JT Realmuto gets hit on an 0-2 pitcher's count. And that one always sucks. When you're a pitcher, you have him to 2 strikes, and then you just lose him with a hit by pitch. And that one looks like that hit him. Did that hit him? They're saying it did. I don't see where. Oh, it just skimmed him. Jeez, some bad luck from Spencer Strider right there. And Realmuto seems to be feeling it a little bit in his arm. Not too bad. As he's, of course, going to stay in the game and run at first base. He's got some very good speed, at least for catcher standards. But just for any major league player, he's got pretty good speed, especially for his size as well. He can run. Nick Castellanos, the right fielder, digs in. First pitch is low on the fastball. Castellanos, 37 doubles on the season. That's tied for 5th in the National League. Tied for 6th in RBIs, 106. 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Phillies lineup just up and down, so dangerous. I mean, you have Nick Castellanos, who's tied for 6th in RBIs in the National League as your 7-hitter. Some really tough stuff to face the Phillies in the postseason, as Strider's going to throw over to first, but Realmuto is back in there safely. Castellanos, a 247 batting average at Truist Park in his career, 18 for 73. Realmuto runs, and the throw to second, they got him. So I mentioned JT Realmuto's speed earlier. He tries to run right there with one out in the inning, and he gets gunned by Sean Murphy. We saw earlier in the Orioles versus Rangers game, Jonah Heim threw out Gunnar Henderson with one out in the ninth inning with the Orioles trailing by one. Gunnar Henderson was a tying run. He decided to go, and he was gunned. And then a great throw right there by Sean Murphy to just get JT Realmuto. Just a perfect throw. And a good tag by Austin Riley. The 2-1 pitch to Castellanos is swung and flied out in the air. Right center field. That is Ronald Acuna Jr. gliding back and making the catch for out number 3. So another solid inning from Spencer Strider. Hits JT Realmuto with the pitch, but they get him out on the base paths. We're going to go to the bottom of the second inning. Still 0-0 here at Truist Park. We are back here on the Carolina Cast, 0-0 here. In the bottom of the second, it's Ozzy Albies. The first pitch is low and inside. Albies a .280 batting average on the season, 33 home runs. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one upstairs. .2-0 pitch. Albies is going to line that one foul down the left field line. Albies just a little out in front of that one. .2-1 pitch. Albies is going to chop that one foul, and he's staying alive here against Rangers Suarez. Albies, probably the best second baseman in the game, led all qualified second basemen in home runs, with 33 as the 2-2 pitches upstairs. RBIs, 109. That's some crazy stuff. 109 RBIs from a second baseman, but that's not too surprising considering how good the Braves lineup is, always getting runners on, always hitting home runs, and slugging percentage as well with a .513 slugging percentage, 513 slugging percentage. Impressive stuff. Full count pitch. That one runs inside, and Ozzy Albies takes his base. It's a leadoff walk. And now that brings up the big hitter, Marcell Ozuna. Great spot here for the Braves lineup to start hitting. Ozuna has 40 home runs this season, exactly 100 RBIs. Started off the season very bad in April, then started to turn it around. First pitch is a called strike one. Some Braves fans were saying they want him to be DFA'd, and then right when fans were begging for him to be DFA'd, he turned it on. And boy, oh boy, did he turn it on. 0-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Strike two. Ozuna has not hit a postseason home run since 2020 when he did it against the Dodgers in the NLCS. That's off Dylan Floro, who's now with the Minnesota Twins. 0-2. Here's the payoff pitch. Ozuna swings. Line drive into right field, but that one hooks foul. Ozuna, 25 for 96 in his postseason career. Started with the Marlins, never made the postseason there. Then went to Arizona, and now he's with Atlanta. He went 0 for 8 in last year's NLDS against these Phillies. The 0-2 pitch upstairs. A fastball that time from Suarez. "38 of his 40 home runs this season were hit since May 1st began. And the 1-2 pitch just a little bit outside. Suarez can't get the call from the home plate umpire. So yeah, like I mentioned, Ozuna really wasn't doing anything in April and then hit 38 home runs from May 1st to October 1st. Check over at first. Albies back in safely, standing up. It's going to be important to at least try to control the running game if you're Ranger Suarez. The Braves have some speed threats, Ozzy Albies, but then also Michael Harris and Acuna, who are just speed demons. 2-2 pitch, swung on and fouled back. Suarez is a lefty, so it will be a little bit tougher for guys like Acuna and Harris to run on him, but we'll see. Two balls and two strikes. Ozuna working up a long at-bat. And this one is going to be a pop-up to second base. Bryson Stott camped under it. And in the shallow right field grass, he makes the catch for out number one. One down here in the bottom of the second. I'll be still over at first. And here comes the speed threat that I was just talking about, Michael Harris. A .293 batting average on the season. 808 OPS. He has been very good. Made his debut last year. Had a great rookie season, and he's been a very good all-around player for the Atlanta Braves. Good defender, speed threat, and pretty good at the plate as well. He might be the definition of a 5-2 player. The 0-1 pitch is fouled off. Harris really doesn't get enough respect for how good he is because of this lineup he's in. He's a top 2 or 3 player on most teams. But with Riley, Olsen, Acuna, Ozuna, Albies, like all those guys, it's really tough to get recognition unless you're Ronald Acuna and Matt Olson, who are breaking records this year. Acuna, the first player ever to go 70 for 40. And Olsen breaks the Braves' home run record that was previously held by Andrew Jones and then Hank Aaron after that. Suarez checks on Albies over at first base twice. So now on an 0-2 count, Albies can run, payoff, pitch, fouled off. So you cannot throw an unsuccessful pickoff to first base if you've already thrown there twice. So Albies may take a pretty big lead. Here's the 0-2 pitch, swing and a miss. Albies is going to go, throw over to second, and he is safe. And that one looked pretty close. They get the strikeout, but the Phillies wanted that out at second base to end the inning, and it looks like they are going to challenge this. Now, my initial thoughts are that he was out at second, but we'll get another look at this one. So the Phillies are challenging this one. It was a good throw from JT Realmuto. Of course, Albies got a pretty good jump because there had already been 2 pickoffs. Seems like it's a pretty close play over there at second. Here, TBS has given us a good look at it. You can't really tell when his sliding mitt hit the base from that angle. Here's a good angle. I think it was pretty much a tie. I mean, I just don't think it's enough to overturn. Looks like he was safe, I think. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say he was just safe, and a good call by the second base umpire if that's the case. So we get the announcement, Ozzie Albies is out on a very, very close play. So the call is overturned. And that's going to do it for the bottom of the second inning. A strikeout and then a runner thrown out on the base pass by JT Realmuto with a pretty perfect throw. Scoreless through 2. We'll see you in the third. And we are back here on the Carolina Cast. Brandon Marsh digging in to lead off this inning for the Philadelphia Phillies. First pitch is upstairs. A quick inning for Ranger Suarez, thanks to the third out coming on the base paths. A perfect throw from JT Realmuto. 1-0 pitch is fouled back to the screening behind home plate. One pitch to Marsh is right at the bottom of the zone. It's called a ball. So Strider can't get the call. That one touched the zone a little bit. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and that one a called strike 2. Marsh has a .275 batting average against the Braves in his career as he fouls back the 2-2 pitch. 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. That's in 22 games. Oh for 2 so far this postseason. He pinch hit in the 6th inning of the second game of the wild card series as the 2-2 pitch is swung and missed. That's strike 3. Strider has another strikeout, and there's 1 away. 1 up, 1 down. Nice pitch right there from Strider, getting him to chase at a pitch that was way low and inside, and an ugly swing right there from Brandon Marsh. So here comes Johan Rojas, and he swings at the first pitch and hits a ground ball to third. That's Austin Riley playing in on the grass. Throws over to first for the second out of the inning. So a quick second out for Spencer Strider. And he is starting to get into his groove here. The Phillies were not able to take advantage in the first inning after Kyle Schwarber hit a first pitch double. Two outs, and it's Kyle Schwarber coming to the plate, like I just mentioned. On the first pitch of the game, he hit a double into the right center field gap. First pitch from Spencer Strider. That one's outside on a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. Schwarber has the most postseason experience on this Phillies team. 54 games in the postseason. The 1-0 pitch, and that one just a little bit upstairs. Hitters count at 2-0 now. Two and 0, and the pitch called strike 1. Two balls and a strike now. Strider set. Here's the pitch. A weak ground ball to second. Albies. Short throw over to first. It's in time. So a 1-2-3 inning as Kyle Schwarber grounds out to end the inning. And Spencer Strider is through 3. We'll go to the bottom half. The Braves coming up to bat. When we come back here on the Carolina Cast, as Samuel Levine will join us. Welcome back to the Carolina Cast. We go to the home half of inning number 3. The Braves looking for their first runs on the evening against Ranger Suarez. Orlando Arcia digs in. First pitch from Suarez is swung on and fouled off. So I mentioned all of Kyle Schwarber's postseason experience in the last inning, and boy, is that certainly true, because the only player on the Phillies NLDS roster without any postseason experience is Christopher Sanchez, the left-handed pitcher, as Arcia swings at the second pitch and misses 0-2. So the Phillies, they made it last year. They made a run to the World Series before falling to the Houston Astros as the 0-2 pitch is low on the curveball. But still, the new guys on the Phillies, not a ton of young prospects. This is kind of an older team with guys in their 30s like Kyle Schwarber, Nick Castellanos, and Bryce Harper, and all of them in their late 20s or early 30s, as a curveball there to get Orlando Arcia for the first inning as he swings and misses. So 1 up, 1 down here in the bottom of the third. Rob Thompson has done a great job managing this Phillies team. Sean Murphy at the plate. First pitch is a called strike 1. Yeah, credit to both of these managers. Rob Thompson and Brian Snitker have done a great job with the clubhouse to avoid these teams from not only being disasters like some other big market teams like the Mets and the Padres and even the Cardinals, but from also being elite. The Phillies, their second year now, they're looking to make another postseason run, as Olson's going to hit a ground ball to short. Turner's throw to first is in time, and a weak ground ball from Sean Murphy for the second out of the inning. And the Braves looking for yet another year of dominance. They've been in the postseason every year since 2018, pretty much ever since the Acuna era started in Atlanta. They've turned things around after being bad for some years, just average in the NL East throughout 2015, 2016. They move out of Turner Field. They move into Truist Park, and they start dominating. They're trying to turn it into a dynasty. If they can win a World Series this year, 2 World Series since 2018, then that may be turning into a dynasty for Atlanta. The 1-0 pitch to Kevin Pillar, a ground ball hit just foul, just on the left side of the third base bag. One ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Suarez, and that's a curveball that misses just outside. Pillar getting the start tonight by the Braves, hitting in the 9 spot. The 2-1 pitch from Suarez, that's a swing and a miss for strike 2. Two-two pitch, swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Another great inning from Ranger Suarez. We are through 3 innings, scoreless here in Atlanta. The heart of the order will be due up for the Phillies. Turner and Harper will bat first and second when we come back here on the Carolina Cast. It's the Phillies and the Braves. Welcome back to the Carolina Cast. I am finally joined by Samuel Levine, and we got a scoreboard update here before the top of the fourth inning comes back from Atlanta. But in Houston, it's 5-4. The Astros have the lead over the Minnesota Twins, but they took a early big lead. They were up 5-0 through six, and then the top of the seventh comes around, and the Twins score 4 runs, and they're trying to rally back on the road in Houston.
Yeah, Postseason Altuve, by the way, is also back in that game, Ryan.
Altuve hit a leadoff home run, so did Yordan Alvarez.
Glad to be here. MLB postseason, so excited for it. Already got a good start, but in my opinion, division series is, in every league, to be honest, the best series of the postseason. NBA, NFL, MLB. You got so many good teams going at it.
I mean, that's a take, but I would probably...
And there's still a lot of games, too.
I would probably take the NLCS over that. Because you still got two series going on at once, and you got the two best teams. I feel like it's just more intense, but that's my opinion. Trey Turner at the plate. First pitch is a ball inside from Strider. Turner 0 for 1. He reached base on a fielder's choice back in the first inning. 1-0 pitch is a called strike 1. Strider so far looks pretty efficient. 38 pitches through 3 innings. Now back on the mound for his 4th inning of work today. The 1-1 pitch is fouled the opposite way.
Pretty good at bat here from Turner. Obviously, the standing ovation in August. The main highlight that the TV channels have been covering. It's helped him a lot, though. Yeah, you see the graphic.
1 ball and 2 strikes. Turner with a ground ball right to short. Arcia collects and throws to first. And that's out number 1.
Good fundamentally sound play from Braves All-Star starting shortstop Orlando Arcia. That somehow won the All-Star vote to be the starter over Francisco Lindor. Francisco Lindor, Ryan, did not even make the All-Star game.
Yeah, that's kind of a surprise, especially because Lindor hit 30 for 30 this year.
Yeah, and at the time, Arcia only had 6 home runs and 26 RBIs or something.
Yeah, I think it's just Braves' favoritism because they're so good. But
yeah,
Bryce Harper digs in. The first pitch is a called strike 1 on a pitch that looked to be a little bit outside, but Strider gets the call. Now 0-1, Strider working pretty quick here. Here's a second pitch, that one upstairs. So I forgot to mention, but Spencer Strider does not have all the postseason experience in the world. He debuted in 2021, although it feels like he's been around for a while. Such a good pitcher, develops so fast.
Oh, yeah.
But his other postseason start was against the Phillies in last year's NLDS,
game.
And he did not pitch very well. Gave up 5 runs on just 3 hits, but a massive Rhys Hoskins home run and the iconic bat flip that Bryson Stott recreated.
There was a very good chance. Well, the 2 moments of the postseason were probably, honestly, the Hoskins bat flip and the Harper home run that sent in his team to the World Series.
Yeah.
To be honest, I might be a Phillies fan bias here, but I think it was those 2 moments that defined that postseason.
2 balls and 2 strikes. The pitch to Harper is low, and that makes the count full now. So both pitchers looking really good here. Strider and Suarez have looked very efficient so far in this 0-0 game. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The payoff pitch on a full count is the ball 4. That one a little bit upstairs. Strider has been missing upstairs a lot so far in this game. He likes to go with that high fastball, but he can't command it that time as Harper draws a full count walk.
Is that the first walk that Strider's allowed? I believe so.
Yes, I believe it is.
So, yeah, that's not a good sign for the Braves, especially with a hard-throwing righty like Strider. They have a really good bullpen, so we'll see what happens.
So 1 walk and 3 strikeouts for Strider. No balls and a strike. Alec Bohm at the plate. A pitch, a swing, and a miss. Bohm chases on that slider.
It's a great pitch.
Yeah.
Slider.
Strider, everyone talks about how fast his fastball is, but also his slider. He loves going to it on
And the fact,
1 or 2 strike counts to
the fact
kind
that
of
it's
check
about
the eye level.
12 to 14 mile per hour difference is huge as well.
0-2, the pitch and a swing and a miss.
And he still
83
goes
mile
on.
per hour slider. And boom, chases yet again. That one was well outside. But another great pitch from Spencer Strider. And look at the movement on that one.
Yeah, less velocity, more movement on that pitch. A dirty slider outside. Bohm had no chance. And you can't blame him, though. I probably would have swung at that, too. Even though I can't really talk because I'm not even close to Bohm's level. But yes.
So Bryson Stott at the plate, 0 for 1 so far in this one. Stott, just a second player in Phillies history to hit a grand slam in the postseason.
We saw in the series against the Marlins, if this one goes to the gap, Harper can score indeed. Especially with 2 outs now.
And the first pitch, that one fouled off the other way. So Spencer Strider, just to give you a little recap, he set a new Atlanta franchise record for most strikeouts in a single season with 281. He set that in the last start of his season. The 0-1 pitch, that one's a called strike too. Great pitch right down the pipe from Spencer Strider on the 97 mile per hour fastball. And Stott just looks at it. Crowd getting loud here at Truist Park. They're doing the chop. They're on their feet. Payoff pitch with 2 outs and a runner on first. And boom, Stott just gets a piece of it. Fouls it off the end of the bat.
Interesting to see if Harper did go on that pitch.
Yeah, Harper's going to be off with the pitch.
Yeah.
Possibly again.
Wouldn't be surprised if Stott starts to fight off more pitches that maybe Strider sneaks in a little pickoff.
Whoa, and a pickoff attempt at first. And did that one go out of play? It indeed did. So
that was right on cue.
Bryce Harper is going to get second base. And wow.
That was right on cue.
So Strider, that one was well above Matt Olson.
Yeah.
Olson had to make a leaping attempt. It goes just over his glove, and it goes out of play into the camera well.
Right, that was
an error on Spencer Strider, and the Phillies get a runner in scoring position with 2 strikes and 2 outs. And what's going on here?
That was incredible, Ryan. That was incredible timing.
It looks like the umpires are going to talk.
As soon as I was talking about sneaking in a pickoff, he does.
Looks like the umpires are going to talk. Maybe they're talking about if Harper should get rewarded third base because you don't know what would have happened if it's.
He's definitely going on the pitch. So he is definitely going on the pitch. I wouldn't be surprised if they do award him third base. It's 50-50 call.
Let's see. What are they making an announcement here? No, they are not. Are they? I'm trying to see. So I think it's going to stay this way. Harper at second. 2 outs and 2 strikes. Strider can flush that wild throw with a strikeout right here or just any out to end the inning. The 0-2 payoff. Stott with a line drive into left. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Pilar is going to throw home. Here's the throw. It's not in time. Bryce Harper scores. It's an RBI knock for Bryson Stott, who hit a grand slam in Game 2 of the wild card, and now he has yet another RBI. And he puts the Phillies on the board against Spencer Strider. And that pickoff attempt mistake comes back to bite him on a 2-strike count with 2 outs in the inning.
I believe that was Murphy's catcher, right? Yeah. So I believe that was catcher sets up, slider inside, and Strider accidentally misses it. He goes slider outside, and it leaves it out over the plate. Stott, great piece of hitting, laid it off opposite field.
JT Realmuto at the plate. First pitch is swung and missed for strike 1.
The reason the Phillies are on the board now.
So we'll see if Strider's bad throw can come back to haunt him even more If JT Realmuto can do something right here with a runner on first and 2 outs, and now Stott is going to go to second, and the throw is late. Bryson Stott, after hitting an RBI single, has a stolen base, and the Phillies have been really aggressive on the base paths so far in this game, Samuel.
This is not good for Atlanta, especially since the Phillies score first in this game. You never want that happening. Team that scores first usually does obviously win. Usually.
Yeah, that's usually the case in the postseason.
Yeah, that too, especially with the amount of attention to pitching.
The 1-1 pitch is a called strike 2 on JT Realmuto, who got hit by a pitch. It just skimmed him in the second inning.
The attention to pitching is way more evident in the postseason.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you cannot lose this game.
Strider, and that a slider well outside and in the dirt. 2-2. And Strider's pitch count here really getting worked up in the fourth inning. 57 pitches now through 3 2/3 of an inning.
Same case last year. The Braves lose this game. They have to.
2-2. The pitch, swing, and a miss. That's strike 3. Strider gets out of it, but a wild throw on a pickoff attempt to first base puts Harper in scoring position, and then Bryson Stott comes through with an RBI single on a line drive into left field.
Can we stay on here?
And the Phillies take a 1-0 lead. We can stay on.
Yeah, so this is such a must-win game for Atlanta because now you have to win 2 out of 3 games. 2 of those being in Philly, possibly the best atmosphere in the postseason. And that's just to get to a Game 5. You also have to win that Game 5. So it's really a must-win game for Atlanta. Not must-win, but with the winning the first game of a series is so much more evident. Because you also have to, but in this series especially, for the Braves, you have to win in an incredible crowd that makes sound warnings go off on watches. So.
All right, we will be right back here on the Carolina Cast. We'll see you in about 2 minutes. 1-0 Phillies. We're back here on the Carolina Cast, 1-0 Phillies after a big knock from Bryson Stott to knock in Bryce Harper. Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Acuna hits a ground ball to short. Trey Turner throws to first, and Acuna is out for the first out of the inning on a ground ball to short.
Good play there from, I believe that's Turner at short, my bad. Update in Houston. Yordan Alvarez goes yard, I believe, for the second time today. Yeah. And it's 6-4 Houston now over the Twins.
Ranger Suarez did not like the ball that he just had, so he threw it into the dugout. Austin Riley digs in here 0 for 1 so far in this one with a strikeout. First pitch is inside for ball 1. Suarez has been extremely efficient so far. He's retired Braves hitters in order. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Riley, and Riley swings. Fly ball out to left, but playable for Brandon Marsh as he's under and he makes the catch. Off the bat, that looked like it might have had something on it, but it's caught just in front of the warning trap by Brandon Marsh out there and left.
Yeah. Great pitch to Riley. I mean, if that is just a little bit higher, almost left it out over the plate, that could have been over the wall. We could have had a tie game.
Yeah, I thought I was about to jinx Suarez because I just said how good he had been doing, and then next pitch, a well-hit fly ball off the bat of Austin Riley, but just didn't get under it enough.
Yeah. Good breaking ball, though. Usually does get us a miss.
0-1 on Matt Olson, who's 0 for 1 in this game with a fly-out
lefty
home run threat. All those home runs in the regular season, and he looked for his first postseason home run as the 0-1 pitch runs inside, nearly hits him, but Olson gets out of the way. It's 1-1.
Yeah, I mean, Suarez, if he can get Olson out of this inning with less than 50 pitches or 50 pitches in general, that's going to be very good for Philadelphia. Because, I mean, that means on a normal day, if you're going to let him go all the way to 100 pitches, obviously you're not here.
1-2 pitch misses just outside.
If you're going to let him get to 100 pitches, he will get to 100 pitches with 8 innings.
Two pitch is a ground ball past the third baseman, Alec Boehm, and into left field. Matt Olson has a base knock with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning, and Ranger Suarez has given up his first hit. It's a single to the power hitter, but the Braves will take it now. And I would say with the heart of their order at the plate, but I'm going to be honest, I feel like 1 through 9, the Braves have such an insane order. Everyone is a dangerous hitter. But the batter coming up now, Ozzie Albies, as the first pitch is in the dirt, a check swing. Albies did not go. He did go. Jeff Hoffman warming up in the bullpen for the Philadelphia Phillies. Here's the 0-1 pitch, and that one's a ball in the dirt.
Looks like that is Hoffman in the pen already, which seems a bit weird. For the way Suarez's pace is. Wouldn't take him out now.
One ball and 2 strikes on Ozzie Albies. He drew a walk in the 2nd inning. Looking to get some postseason magic going for the Braves, who only have 1 hit so far in this game. 1-2 pitch. Albies with a ground ball over to short. It's Turner with a short throw over to second, and he is barely out. The Braves want to take a look at this one.
I think he was out. Luckily, Stott's okay, though.
Yeah, Turner decided to just do a little flip to second, and the Braves are going to challenge this one. So an interesting decision by Trey Turner. It was a routine ground ball. He could have easily got him at first base, but he thought that he also had an easy out at second base. And we'll take another look at this one in just a moment as we're about to get the replay. Umpire on the field announces that the Braves are challenging this one. What do you think, Samuel?
We'll see. We're getting the replay right now.
Looks like he's safe.
he's safe. He is safe. Yeah.
Jeez.
Clearly on the first replay, the ball is not
That's a tough break for the Phillies because I'm
He's
pretty positive that Trey Turner would have gotten that out. It's not a long throw. His momentum
safe.
was taking him
He's safe.
towards the first base bag.
That's one of the most obvious replays I've seen this year.
Yeah, 100%.
If he's out, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and we get the announcement here, which means that he is going to be safe, and indeed he is.
Yeah.
So Matt Olson safe at first base, a fielder's choice or whatever you want to call it for Ozzy Albies. I don't know if they'll call that maybe an error on Trey Turner because realistically, I mean, he should have gone to first. I don't think it'll be an error. Maybe they call it an infield single. I don't really know, but
we'll see what they call it. I wish there was something that you just can't call it a hit or an error, you know?
Yeah, I could agree. I mean, it's not a fielder's choice either because there were no outs. So it's like,
yeah.
I mean, there's no terminology for it, but
it's
kind of just nothing. I don't know what they'll call that. Maybe maybe a hit, I guess, but it's definitely not an error on Turner. He didn't do anything bad, just made a bad decision. But Trey Turner has been criticized for playing some bad defense at shortstop, and it looks like that's Rob Thompson. He's going to the bullpen. Hoffman is going to come in. So Ranger Suarez has a very short leash, just 53 pitches. He goes 3 2/3, and Rob Thompson says, "You've done your job. You're going to leave the game with 2 inherited runners on base." If Trey Turner goes to first, then Suarez gets through 4, and maybe he doesn't exit so early.
Well, there's, I guess, some reason behind this, and that's that. And then, you get off day game after this. So, I guess there is a bit of reason behind this, but still, I mean, seems a bit weird. I mean, maybe they want him to be. I mean, you can see why they make. Maybe they want him to be completely rested if they want him pitching Thursday, which I believe is Game 4.
Yeah, well, we'll see how the Phillies play it, but we've seen some bad decisions made. The Blue Jays pulled Jose Barrios, and then it came back to haunt them when Yusei Kikuchi gave up 2 runs to the Twins, and that ultimately led them to winning Game 2 and winning that wild card series. We'll see if this is another bad decision or if it pays off. We'll find out when we come back and Jeff Hoffman enters the game for the Phillies here on Carolina Cast. It's the division series in the National League. We are back here on the Carolina Cast. 1-0, the Phillies have the lead, but the Braves fans do the tomahawk chop. As Jeff Hoffman enters the game, Ranger Suarez exits. And Hoffman has been very good this season, Samuel, a 2.41 ERA in 52 and a third innings.
I mean, Hoffman, a breakout reliever in this Phillies bullpen.
First pitch to Marcell Ozuna is a swing and a miss on a slider low of the zone. Ozuna chases. Massive spot here for Marcell. 2 on and 2 out as the Braves look to get their first runs of the ball game. 0-1 the count. Here's a second pitch from Hoffman, and that one misses low on another slider.
Yeah, tail 2 pitches right there. One's a nasty slider. The other way in dirt.
1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Hoffman. And that one low and inside, and Ozuna gets ahead in the count. And now a really high-pressure situation for the Philadelphia Phillies, deciding to pull Ranger Suarez after just 3 2/3. Hoffman comes in with 2 inherited runners on and 1 in scoring position. 2-1. The pitch to Ozuna, and he does not get the call. Wow, that was a curveball.
That was a clear strike.
That was definitely in the zone. That got all of the zone.
Yeah, that got what? That got
top right.
Slider too.
That's a slider? That looked like a curveball, but
it does, but it is a slider. It's down at 88.
3-1. Here's the pitch from Hoffman, a swing and a miss. That one was way low of the zone, but he gets the chase right there. Ozuna is an unpredictable hitter. He doesn't swing at a pitch that's in the zone. It's not called a strike, and then he chases at a pitch that's well away from the zone. Could have taken advantage of that missed call and drew a walk to bring up Michael Harris. But now the count 3-2.
That pitch is definitely a strike, though.
Massive pitch here. Hoffman to Ozuna. Ozuna takes upstairs on a slider. And the Braves have the bases loaded with 2 outs now.
If the Braves score here, it's all on that one call.
Absolutely, Samuel.
The Braves score here, that call literally cost the Phillies the game, possibly the series.
Yeah, I mean, every call is so big. And we saw some really bad umpiring in the Phillies versus Marlins wild card series so far. Only really 1 bad call tonight, which was just that one that we saw just before. That was the only blatantly terrible call, but we saw some really bad umpiring in that Marlins-Phillies series. Josh Bell had a bad call go against him. Jazz Chisholm had 2 bad calls go against him. It was ugly, and it was for both sides, too. I'm not going to say that they favored the Phillies or they favored the Marlins. It was just bad in general, but I think the Marlins definitely would have scored more than just 2 runs in that wild card series if the umpires maybe helped them out a little bit more.
Yeah.
That's why I really want at least ball and strike reviews.
Yeah, it might happen
next year. We saw that in AAA this year. For weekend games they did that, and then I think they changed it to every game of the season, and maybe eventually we get fully robotic umps. Michael Harris at the plate. The first pitch misses low on the splitter from Hoffman.
I don't think there should be fully robotic umps, to be honest.
I'd like that.
I think it should be maybe like you use the challenge once an inning or something. Both teams can.
1-0 the count on Harris. Here's the pitch, and that's a ground ball chopper foul. Harris 0 for 1 so far today. Got his first taste of postseason baseball action last year. Looking for a big moment here to give the Braves the lead, possibly. 1 ball and 1 strike. The third pitch from Hoffman. Did he go?
No.
Check over at third, but he did not go. 2-1. Massive spot. I can even feel the pressure of this moment right now.
It barely didn't go. Good take. Good call.
Bottom 4, bases loaded, 2 outs, 2-1 count on Harris. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
That was
looks like Harris may have been sitting on a fastball right there. A very aggressive swing and miss for strike 2.
That confused the heck out of Michael Harris, that splitter. What a pitch.
Let's see if Harris can bounce back right here. 2-2. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss. He got him to chase on a splitter. So 2 straight splitters by Jeff Hoffman.
Incredible.
Harris swings and misses on both of them. And the Phillies still have a 1-0 lead as the Braves got a ton of traffic on the base paths for the first time in this game, this previous inning, but they're not able to cash in. 1-0.
Where did he get that splitter from, Ryan?
That was filthy. I mean, we didn't see him use it until the end of that inning, and mainly just during that Harris at-bat, but that was filth. I mean, just straight gas.
Yeah. I mean, when you're throwing sliders, splitters, about 88, 89 miles an hour. there's a good chance it's going to end in a swing and miss.
All right, we'll see y'all in the bottom of the fourth when we come back. Or sorry, we'll see you in the we'll see you in the top of the fifth. Yeah, top of the fifth. This game's fine. Bye. Welcome back, everyone. On the first pitch of the inning from Spencer Strider, he gets a weak and ground out. Strider fielding his position right there, and a nice throw to first after a wild throw and a pickoff attempt earlier.
Yeah. I mean, good throw to get Castellanos out in the first at bat. Not so good of a throw. Well, that was from Riley. Not so good of a throw from Strider. Second at bat. Should I face Marsh now, I guess?
So here comes Brandon Marsh digging in from the lefty's batter's box. The first pitch, that one misses low on the slider.
Yeah, hold on. I just got to update the scoreboard real quick.
No problem, Samuel. Marsh is 0 for 1 and with a strikeout earlier in this one. The 1-0 offering from Strider, that one a slider for strike one. So the Phillies have action in their bullpen. It's the hard-throwing righty Seranthony Dominguez.
Dominguez was the closer for this Phillies team last year.
Yeah, I remember that. He got a few saves against the Marlins.
Yeah, and clutch pitcher down the stretch in the postseason last year. Closed out this series, actually. Retired the Braves.
1-1 pitch misses outside, and now here's the 2-1 pitch, and that one misses upstairs.
Yeah, in game 4.
Strider falling behind 3-1 on Brandon Marsh.
Deep in the at-bat for Strider.
3 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and that one misses just low. So Brandon Marsh takes his base with 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. And the Phillies are going to have some traffic on the base paths this inning, hopefully for them. And they'll look to add on to their 1-0 lead.
Yeah, Strider, usually a very good pitcher against the Phillies in the regular season. He hasn't lost in the regular season against them.
1 out. The first pitch is swung on and missed by Johan Rojas. Rojas,
down the
his
middle.
rookie year, he's been great. 302 batting average, just 2 home runs, but he'll hopefully find his power later on in his career, getting his first taste of postseason action as the 0-1 pitch misses low and outside. Ranger Suarez studying some film from his outing on the iPad over there in the dugout.
Rojas.
1-1 the pitch. Rojas swings and misses. It's 1-2.
Rojas already a fan favorite on this Phillies team. Just called up about what? Like September, August, late August, early September, maybe. Right?
I believe so. You would know better than me. You're a Phillies fan. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch from Strider. That one misses outside a check swing, but he did not go, says the first base umpire. And the count 2-2.
Fun fact about Rojas, he was the youngest Phillies hitter. Just over 23 years old.
2-2. The payoff pitch, a swing and a miss on a 4-seam fastball up and in. Strider gets yet another strikeout. And now 2 down and 1 on.
Great pitch there from Strider on the high fastball. Rojas was the youngest hitter to start on the Phillies to start a postseason game since in the 1915 World Series.
Wow.
When Milt Stockton did it. When he was just above 20.
Considering that the Phillies have been around for that long, that's kind of crazy that they only have 2 postseason grand slams.
Now it's Schwarber.
Kyle Schwarber at the plate. First pitch is grounded foul down the first baseline.
Not known to have a good career against Atlanta. Batting average just around 165.
Nothing in 1 the count on Kyle Schwarber. Second pitch from Spencer Strider misses outside on the changeup. The Braves are just 6-12 all time in Game 1s of Division Series. And they last won a Game 1 of a Division Series against the Marlins, my Miami Marlins, back in 2020. So for the past 2 years, they haven't done this, and they're in jeopardy of losing again tonight. Down 1-0. Phillies looking to add on right here. Count 1-2 on Kyle Schwarber.
Guy with tons of postseason experience in Schwarber right here. See what he can do.
A ball and 2 strikes on Kyle Schwarber. Here's the payoff pitch from Strider. Runner goes. There's going to be no throw, and the pitch is low for ball 2. So Brandon Marsh steals a bag. He gets into scoring position with 2 outs in this top of the 5th inning.
Yeah, 2-2 now. Schwarber will see if he can walk. Someone that walked a lot in the regular season. Turner waiting on deck if he does.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Another payoff pitch from Spencer Strider, and Schwarber swings and misses at the slider. So we will go to the home half of the 5th inning. Spencer Strider threw 5 innings of 1-run baseball, but the Phillies, Ranger Suarez, and Hoffman have matched as they've given up no runs and just 1 hit to the very tough Atlanta Braves offense. We'll go to the bottom of the 5th, like I just said. Samuel will take over on play-by-play when we come back.
back here at Truist Park, home of the Atlanta Braves. I'm Samuel Levine. Taking over for a bit, Ryan Schlesinger. Rest in his voice. Phillies up 1-0. Bottom of the fifth inning coming up. Seranthony Dominguez will indeed take the mound here for the Philadelphia Phillies. And Dominguez, 6th career postseason roster that he's been on. Only faced Atlanta a little bit in 2023, did not allow a run against them. And closed out the division series last year against the Atlanta Braves for the Philadelphia Phillies in an 8-3 game 4. Pitched the final inning. Today he leads off against Orlando Arcia. First pitch fastball. Just missed the outside corner. Dominguez 5 for 5, 3.78 ERA in the regular season. Arcia lines one into right field, base hit. The Braves get a leadoff hit, courtesy of Orlando Arcia, with an opposite field hit off a Dominguez fastball. Makes sense, considering Dominguez pitches in the high 90s with that fastball. 5-5, a pretty large record for a pitcher, for a reliever, especially a reliever like Dominguez. Well, he did adapt into more of a setup role, so it does make sense in that sense. First pitch inside the Murphy, 99 on the sinker. 0-for-1 on the day. Murphy, first pitch ground out. He's playing catcher. Or first at bat ground out. Dominguez deals, and the slider's low. 93 on that slider from Dominguez. So a hard throwing righty. 10 on the pitch clock. Arcia will lead off first. The 1-0 to Murphy. He's in there, a strike at 99. This is the Dominguez sinker. Eddie Rosario, the postseason darling for the Atlanta Braves in 2021, waits on deck. After the result of this Murphy at bat. 1 on, no out. 1-1 pitch to Murphy. 99 inside. Almost hit Murphy, who backed away from the pitch. So, 2-1 now. Or 3-1, my bad. Runner on first. Nobody out. Arcia takes his lead, still decently close to the bag. Dominguez deals. On the corner, a strike. Great pitch. On the outside corner, 99. And Murphy awaits on the full count pitch from Dominguez. Swing and a miss. A fastball at 99, right down the middle. He blows it by Murphy. Braves fans look on in disbelief. Runner on first and 1 out now. Eddie Rosario to the plate. Dominguez hasn't reached triple digits yet today, but it certainly looks like he will. He's getting in a groove. Time called by the umpire, it seems, for Rosario, a pinch hitter. He comes in to pinch hit for Kevin Pillar. The first pitch from Dominguez. Realmuto setting up outside. The pitch. In there, strike, inside corner, 99. Good pitch by Seranthony Dominguez. One of the better names in baseball, Seranthony. Looking back to first is Dominguez. The 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. An elevated fastball that time from Dominguez. Draws a swing from Rosario. It's 0-2 now. Dominguez in the windup. He deals. That's lined in the right center field. A base hit from Rosario. Castellanos puts the glove on the ball, throws it in the slot, and Arcia has already moved up to third. Eddie Rosario puts the runners on the corners with one out for the Braves. As a Phillies fan, not looking good. Got out of a jam last inning. Doesn't seem like the Phillies will get out of jam this inning. A fastball that was left out over the plate. Rosario lines it to the right of Stott up the middle and the right center field. So in the fifth inning, will there be... They take out Dominguez. Does not look like it. He'll stay in, but a mound visit here for Philly. 3 hits for both teams, respectively. Braves do have an error. Matt Strahm is warming up in the bullpen, the lefty. And if we do look at the Braves lineup, it looks like if Acuna and Riley both hit, then Strahm will be brought in to face Matt Olson. They will talk to Dominguez. It looks like that might have been a stalling tactic as well to let Strahm get loose. And Rosario, a great piece of hitting, puts Arcia at third easily. So, Braves fans getting hype at Truist in the battery. Acuna, their star player, steps in the box. First pitch, bounced foul off the left side into the Phillies dugout, or off to the railing of the Phillies dugout. Acuna yet to have a hit in this game. He's 0 for 2. The 0-1 pitch is awaited by Acuna from Dominguez. Realmuto setting up inside. The pitch from Dominguez is outside. Would have been a strike, but since Realmuto set up outside, he wasn't able to frame it. So it stays 1-1. Strider looks like he's done for the day. The sweatshirt on. Acuna fouls 0-1 with the 1-1 off his foot. Not hurt at all, though. Doesn't even show a reaction. Strider with a sweatshirt on and a towel over his neck. Kind of seems like he's out of the game. We'll see. 1-2 from Dominguez. He deals. That is on the inside corner. Strike 3 at 98. Dominguez sets down Acuna looking. And oh my goodness, that's a huge strikeout for Sir Anthony Dominguez. Oh, what a pitch. Fastball 98 inside corner. Punch him out. A great frame from Realmuto, pumping the fist even before he called strike 3, the umpire. Now Austin Riley. Runner on third and first, 2 outs. Hit a curveball pretty well to left his last time up. That was against Ranger Suarez. First pitch from Dominguez upstairs, 98. Arcia gets his lead off first. Riley will step back in as Acuna looks on after the strikeout. Olson's on deck. Rosario off of first, Arcia off of third. The pitch from Dominguez. Swing and a miss. 99 on the outside corner. Fastball from Dominguez so far. Third, first 2 outs, 1-0 Phillies. Bottom of the fifth. Getting into crunch time here for Atlanta. The pitch from Dominguez. Outside, 99. 2-1. 18 pitches on the inning for Dominguez. Phillies look like they're using all their pitchers tonight. The pitch. Oh, 98 at a sinker. Swing and a miss by Riley. A pitch that was out over the plate. That could have been crushed, but Riley missed it. Dominguez blew it by him. The 2-2 pitch. 5 on the pitch clock. The pitch fouled off 98. Riley gets a piece. That's not a good sign for Philadelphia. Do it again on 2-2. All pitches from 98 to 99 miles an hour in this at-bat from Dominguez. Fastball after fastball. 2-2 delivery. That's low, outside, in the dirt. That one at 90 miles an hour. Now it's 3-2. Assuming that Strom comes in if Dominguez walks Riley, since Olsen is next up. Here comes Dominguez. On 3-2. Swing and a miss! He blows the sinker at 98 right by him. He does it for the second time in the inning. Right down the middle. He blows it by him. He did it to Murphy. Now he does it to Riley. Dominguez gets out of the jam. We'll stay on. 1-0 Phillies head to the top of the 6th. What a job by Dominguez. We'll see if Ryan's ready to come back. But a huge 2 outs right there from Dominguez to get out of the jam. The bottom of the lineup delivered. But the top of the lineup fails to capitalize for Atlanta. So it stays 1-0 through 5. We're down to the final stretch now. You can say that for sure. There's a new scoreboard. Wow, Phillies Braves was obviously going to be a good series. It's living up to his name already. Possibly a rivalry in the making for these next couple of years as well. Phillies team finally found its way to the postseason last year. Made it all the way to the World Series. They're trying to go all the way to the World Series again, and this time win it. Possibly their biggest challenge, though, is this Atlanta Braves ball club. They beat them last year. Can they win this year? So 1-0, head to the top of the 6th. We'll see if Ryan's coming back on. Should be in a bit. Got a little Shohei Ohtani commercial right now. Guys, if you're in the comments, what do y'all think about this game? Let us know down below. A very entertaining series already. Get some music going on here. Rosario will take over back in the left now. So Strider is back out there, though. First pitch, Trey Turner. Slider, swing and a miss. An incredible pitch from Strider. Very good in the regular season against Philly. Now doing pretty good in the postseason against Philly. Trey Turner bounces one back to the mound. Strider able to get over there to his right and make the play, throwing to first to get the fast Trey Turner out. This will probably be Strider's last inning. He had a pretty bad start last year against the Phillies when he pitched in Game 3 at Citizens Bank Park. this year at Truist Park. 5 1/3 so far in 76 pitches and only 1 earned run. Chasing the heart of Phillies lineup now. Harper drives one to right field. That is over the wall. Might have been a commentator's curse there, but it doesn't matter. Bryce Harper takes a curveball low and drives it to right field over the wall. The Phillies lead 2-0 as Harper will touch home plate. 1:15 off the bat. Needed all of the exit velocity there to get it 375 to right and over the right field wall, which is pretty tall compared to most ballparks. Bryce Harper, a huge solo shot to give the Phillies some more insurance. 2-0 now. First pitch to Bohm, swing and a miss on a slider. Strider right back to it. But a curveball at the bottom line of the zone. And Harper drives it out to right field for a solo shot. 2-0 Phils as Bohm takes one on the bottom line. Kind of where Harper hit it, but that was a fastball that time instead of a curveball or a slider. So we're going to change the scoreboard over here to 2-0 Phillies for that Harper home run. Now here's Bohm. 0-2 pitch from Strider. Right down the middle, got him looking. Not the best of at-bats from Bohm. Seemed like a little home run hangover there, but it's all right. Still 2 outs, chance to get more runs in the inning before Strider likely comes out of this game. Hold on. The first pitch to Bryson Stott on the outside corner, strike a changeup that did not look like one. It's called one by the home plate umpire. Phillies fans have a right to be mad after that, especially with the Hoffman call earlier. Luckily for the home plate umpire, Hoffman got out of it as Stott grounds one into right center field past the second baseman, Ozzie Albies. And the Phillies get another base runner here. And the more they drive up this pitch count, the more it seems like Strider's last inning. If he can get out of it, he'll have 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. By the way, just want to shout out Lev Suker, another Phillies fan, fellow Phillies fan. Shout out to Lev. Go Phillies. As Realmuto grounds one right at short. Arcia to Albies. That'll end the top of the 6th for Philadelphia. On a fielder's choice. A hard hit ball. Unfortunately for Realmuto, results in nothing. However, a Harper home run gives the Phillies 2-0 lead. Braves up next. And what I was going to say, shout out to Lev Suker. He made his Carolina Cast debut today for the Rangers-Orioles game. And he made a pretty cool prediction. He said, not as much of a prediction, but he said, Kyle Bradish, the Orioles starting pitcher, is a 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs type of guy. And that day, and in that game, Bradish went 4 2/3 innings pitched, allowing 2 earned runs. So basically spot on from Lev right there. And that was at the start of the game where he said that. So basically spot on. Unfortunately, Bradish was not able to help his team get the win. Or Bradish's help did not lead his team to a win because the Rangers did win 3-2. Josh Young hit a home run right after that. A solo shot. So we'll take a quick commercial break. Braves come up to bat. Bottom of the 6th coming up. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast. here on the Carolina cast. Sorry about that. It's an 0-1 count to Matt Olson. Jose Alvarado, the new pitcher. The lefty for Atlanta, ground ball at third. Bowen picks it up, throws to first. One down as Harper makes the play. As Harper makes the catch at first. So, Alvarado, the lefty, on the lefty matchup against Olsen. Retires the first hitter that he'll face. Now Ozzy Albies, the switch hitter, will hit from the right side. First pitch from Alvarado in there, strike 98. The hard-throwing pitchers for the Phillies. Already their fourth pitcher. Albies 1 for 1. Had a single and a walk. That pitch in the dirt, 0-1. Or 1-1, 0-1. I guess we're saying 0-1 for now. See when Ryan Schlesinger gets back. The pitch, fouled off to the right side. Finally an inning, it seems, for the Phillies. Where, at least not yet, there's a jam to get out of. Ozuna is on deck. One and two count. Here's the pitch to Albies. Coming from Alvarado. The pitch. Hit in the air. Left center field. Will it get down? Yes, it will. Marsh just can't make the diving catch. The left fielder, Marsh, coming over to his left. And he falls just short of the diving catch. Rojas was there, though, to back him up and easily pick it up. To just hold Albies to a single. And now the power hitter himself, Marcell Ozuna, is on deck. And now is the hitter. Marsh just about a foot short there of the catch. First pitch to Ozuna. Swing and a miss. That was 98 right down the middle. We've seen that a lot. Here comes the 0-1 to Ozuna. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Alvarado kicks, deals. That one's fouled off to the right side. 0-2 quickly for Ozuna. Gotta get you an update from Houston. That game is final, a 6-4 win for the Astros. Here comes the 0-2. Alvarado to Ozuna. That's in the dirt and inside. Michael Harris waits on deck, by the way. So a 6-4 win for Houston, meaning the Rangers and the Astros right now are on pace to face each other in the ALCS. The Rangers took a 1-0 lead. That was broadcasted live on the Carolina cast. The Twins-Astros game will be broadcast on the Carolina cast tomorrow. We get one. We're going to be broadcasting one of each game this weekend. D-backs Dodgers later tonight. I'll be on the call for that. Marcell Ozuna lines one to short. It's right at Trey Turner. Albies had to get back to first. 2 down. That'll bring up Michael Harris. Good matchup here for the Phillies. See, looks like Albies might have had something wrong with him there. Oh, Turner, a snow cone grab on that play. There we go. Runner on first, 2 outs. Lefty-lefty matchup. Alvarado to Harris. First pitch strike. Alvarado had a hold in the Game 1 win of the wild card for Phillies. The pitch chops back to the mound. Alvarado, easy play. Going to Harper. That's the end of the 6th inning. 2-0 Phillies. 2/3 of this game done. So we'll head to the top of the 7th. Phillies looking to add to their 2-run lead. You're watching live on the Carolina Cast for the MLB playoffs. Back here on the Carolina Cast, still waiting on Ryan Schlesinger to return. I'm Samuel Levine. I'll also be live tonight, 9:20 p.m. Eastern Time, or depending on when this game ends, it'll be the end of this game. That will be for the Diamondbacks and the Dodgers. Two pretty exciting teams. So here we go. I'm waiting for the top of the 7th to get underway. We've got the Phillies, who've already used 4 pitchers. The Braves have only used 1. We're assuming that they're headed to the pen here. Strider has 84, I believe, on the day. We'll see if he comes back out. I doubt he does. And Strider, we'll see. Oh, he is back out there, it seems. Nice overhead view of the battery right now. And Strider is back out there for a 7th inning. This does put the Braves at a massive advantage for Game 2, having used less pitchers here in Game 1. First pitch to Nick Castellanos is low for ball 1. Tracking of this began in 2008. Strider, pitch is low, has the most swings and misses, has 18 swings and misses tonight, which is the most in Braves postseason history, which I guess is just since 2008, because that's when they began tracking. A.J. Minter's in the bullpen, warming up. 0-2 pitch to Castellanos. That's lined. Caught by Riley at third. Makes a great throw over to first. To retire Castellanos from the hot corner was that throw. Based on who's coming up for Philadelphia, seems that if somebody were to get on out of Marsh or Rojas, then Minter would come in to face Schwarber and eventually Harper. And they would also bring him in the next inning, I guess that would mean. 1 out, first pitch, Brandon Marsh takes outside, ball 1. Marsh 0 for 1 today, but he does have a walk and a stolen base. So not bad for him so far. Pitch, swing and a miss. A dirty breaking ball from Strider. The 1-1 pitch. Ooh, another breaking ball. That fools Marsh. Here comes the 1-2. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 3. 99 blew it by Marsh. And Strutter showing no signs of slowing down. See if Ryan comes back soon. The batter Rojas. Round ball to third. It'll go foul down the line. Tapping foul on the infield there. Johan Rojas, already discussed it, fan favorite for the Phillies. Strider over 90 pitches. And guess who's in the bullpen? It's Orion Character King, one of my favorite players in the Phillies. If you guys, when you can, just on the radio now, when you can, watch that guy's slider. He's amazing. We'll see it in a bit. 0-1 to Rojas. Swing and a miss on a slider. Rojas 0 for 2 on the day. He's got a ground out and a strikeout. In a short time with the Phillies in the regular season this year, had an over 300 batting average. Beginner's luck type right there is Rojas fouls it off to the left to the right side. This game's going by pretty fast. Right now, it seems that we might have about a 20-minute delay between this game and the D-backs Dodgers game, which is good for me so I can rest my voice. Yeah. 0-2 coming from Strider to Rojas. Schwarber waiting on deck. We'll see if Rojas can bring him up to the plate. 0-2 pitch. That's grounded to second. Albies shifted to his right. Obviously not at second base, but he makes the throw to first. We head to the middle of the 7th. The Atlanta Braves are down by 2. And coming up for them, Arcia, Murphy, Rosario, the bottom of the lineup. In the bottom of the 7th. All right. See y'all in a little bit. 2-0 Phillies, middle of the 7th. Back here in Truist Park, Samuel Levine. And it looks like Atlanta Braves, 9 outs left. Got to score at least 2 runs. Ryan is back here.
I'm back, but we got to fix this layout. I can't find
Yeah,
the.
there we go. There we go.
All right, there we are.
I'm gonna put you on the left. I don't know which way to play by
Oh,
play
it doesn't
broadcast
matter, but
usually is.
yeah.
Yeah.
So last chance for the Braves. They're down to their final 6 outs. So we're down to their final 9 outs. Sorry.
Yeah. Have you been watching the game?
Yeah, I've been watching.
What,
I've been watching during my break, but
what do you
I
think
saw
about
I
like the
saw the
Harper?
Harper line drive home run. Not too much other action other than that. Some clutch strikeouts.
Yeah, that Dominguez inning. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean Dominguez looked pretty good, but I just
Yeah.
say for all Phillies pitchers, I mean they've really done a great job. Alvarado, Dominguez, and Hoffman, who've only faced one
Yeah.
batter, and well,
Before
actually faced two. He walked one and then struck out one.
before I hand it back off to you, Ryan, I believe it's Orion Kirker King headed into the game. This guy is a rookie, only pitched like 2 or 3 times in the regular season. He has an amazing slider. So good.
Yeah,
You hear
I've
about this?
never heard of this guy, but he's a
Did you
rookie,
see it
so
against the
we'll see how he
Marlins?
does.
You might not have been watching as much at the end of the game, but did you see it against the Marlins?
I don't really remember him. I remember some guy that you were talking about that's pretty good. Maybe that might have been him.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, well, I remember that.
Not sure what's happening right now. Do you think Strider's done? Yeah, he's got to be.
Yeah, looks like he is. I mean, he gave them a ton of leverage,
Yeah,
but overall, good. I mean, that pitch, that wild throw to first base on the pickoff attempt really came back to bite him. He gets out of
yeah.
that inning if that doesn't happen, most likely.
Ooh,
And then the
bad
home run.
pitching
But
coach.
outside of that, Strider was pretty efficient. Not a ton of
Yeah,
traffic on the base paths for the Phillies. I think the Braves may have had a little more traffic actually throughout this game, but neither team has really gotten it going a lot. It's just the Phillies have been able to cash in once in that big Bryce Harper solo homer.
yeah, and it looks like Strider was heated as pitching coach there. This is Orion Kirker King. He's the
Yeah.
guy I was talking about. Apparently, Yard is a win. Yeah, that might have been from the Pittsburgh game. But yeah, only 3 innings pitched in the regular season, but
Yeah,
he
he's
is
only
really
appeared in
fly.
3 major league games prior to that.
Yeah.
A relief appearance he made in the Phillies game 2 win against the Marlins as the first pitch is a called strike.
You see the slider right there. They call it a sweeper.
Yeah, it seems
Yeah,
like it's
it is
really
an
filthy.
incredible
I'd be
slider.
stunned if a Braves hitter can hit a home run off that pitch. Arcia with a
Wow.
line drive into left, sinking, but that is Brandon
Yeah.
Marsh coming in and making the catch over there in left field for out number 1. So some good contact right there from Orlando Arcia, but that results in out number 1.
I was reading the Philadelphia Inquirer about a week ago. I was reading up on this guy, Orion Kirker King. His slider, Ryan, is 3 times the average break of a slider in the MLB.
That is ridiculous. Kierkegaard made his debut on September 24th against the Mets, pitched 1 inning, 2 strikeouts, and his first major league strikeout was the former top prospect Brett Beatty. He was a 5th-round selection by the Phillies in the 2022 draft not too long ago out of the University of South Florida. The 1-0 pitch is down on the sweeper, 2-0, and Kierkegaard.
Was 2 days
Credit to the Phillies scouting department for finding this guy. It's always interesting to see guys who have such an elite pitch like Kierkegaard. So credit to them. 2-0 pitch, and that's a ground ball to third, charging his Bohm, throwing across the diamond for out number 2 of the bottom of the 7th inning.
Kirker King, 5th-round pick out of South Florida last year, Ryan.
Yeah, I said 2022. But this guy has a ton of potential, and the Phillies already with a pretty good bullpen. You have breakout guys like Jeff Hoffman.
Yeah, and Kirker King started the year in low A too. Like he's been rapidly moving
climbing up that system. Here's Eddie Rosario to the plate. First pitch misses low and inside on Eddie Rosario.
Yeah,
Rosario 1 for 1 with a single so far in this game.
And pitchers like Kirker King are so good in the postseason. Because no one has seen him, really. No one knows what to expect. No one's ever faced him. That's why rookie pitchers like him are so
outside 2-0. Rosario pinch hit for Kevin Pillar, getting his second plate appearance of this ball game. 2-0 hitters count, and the pitch is skied in the air, shallow center field. That is Trey Turner calling off the center fielder, Johan Rojas. He's camped under it, and he makes the catch. That'll end the 7th inning. 2 innings left of baseball. The Braves will come up to pitch next. Kyle Schwarber, Trey Turner, and Bryce Harper do up part of the lineup for the Phillies as they look to add on to their 2-run lead. We'll see you in just a moment. We are back on Carolina Cast. The Phillies coming up to hit here in the away half of the 8th inning. It's A.J. Minter into the ball game after 7 innings of 2-run ball.
Braves comeback starts right here. If they can get the top of the lineup out.
The lefty against the lefty Schwarber. Schwarber shows bunt, takes it back, and takes the first pitch for a ball.
If the Braves comeback starts right here, as Minter's in the game here, Ryan, they can get the top of the lineup for the Phillies out. That can shift the momentum.
Absolutely, Samuel. But this is the heart of the order right here. Kyle Schwarber, the leadoff man. As he looks at a called strike one, shows bunt. Yet again, interesting that Kyle Schwarber is showing bunt here. Not sure if this is to try and mess with the pitcher, but Schwarber, not very speedy.
There's
nobody on. 1-1 pitch. That's a called strike 2. Schwarber does not show bunt that time as he looks at strike 2, and now they count 1 and 2.
Is anyone that should show bunt, though? Not because of bad hitting, but just because of speed in general. Trey Turner.
Yeah, obviously.
Especially
if Schwarber can get on here, you could get Turner up, possibly place an unexpected drag bunt, and then get Bryce Harper up in a massive spot.
Yeah,
Schwarber just 1 for 11 in his career against A.J. Minter.
Does have 5 walks, though.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Schwarber swings and misses. Kyle Schwarber, one of those 3 outcome guys, strikeout, home run, or walk. He strikes out this time, and there's 1 away, 1 up, 1 down for A.J. Minter.
Yeah, talk about someone hitting below the Mendoza line. A ton of home runs. A good on-base percentage. a lot of strikeouts. Makes sense.
That makes you think, how valuable actually is Kyle Schwarber, because his WAR is pretty
He's
low,
valuable.
below 200 batting average, hits home runs and walks, but can't field. It's very interesting what you can think of Kyle Schwarber. Still a valuable player, but I mean,
Yeah, with the amount of times he walks, it's
Schwarber
fine.
being one of the worst fielders really hurts his value.
Yeah, I mean,
The
if
1-0 pitch to Trey Turner, and he swings and fouls that back.
if the Phillies do make it to the World Series, and they want to put Hoskins in a starting role, he will go to DH, and Schwarber will have to go to left field.
Yeah,
It's
well,
not necessarily a bad thing, though, when you think about the hitting that's added with Hoskins.
yeah, absolutely. The 1-1 pitch to Turner is a line drive over the shortstop's head and into left center field for a base hit. So Trey Turner is on, and the speed threat gets on board here with 1 out in the first. And I would not be stunned, obviously, if the Phillies try to put Turner in motion here. It's a lefty-lefty matchup right here. Bryce Harper against AJ Minter.
Yeah,
But
I'm looking at the stats right now. Schwarber walked a career high 126 times this year.
So here's the first pitch to Bryce Harper, 2 for 2 in this game, a home run in his last plate appearance. And now Trey Turner's going to go to second, and he is in there with a stolen base. So on the first pitch of the game, kind of a delayed throw by Sean Murphy, it feels like.
Yeah.
And Turner gets in there. I don't know what was up with that, but Turner took a big jump, then he took off. And by the time the throw came in there, Arcia, who wasn't even paying attention, just had to run to the second base bag while catching the ball on a hop, and Turner was easily in there before the tag was applied.
I don't know. He tries to hesitate into where Murphy has to make an off-balance throw.
1-0 pitch to Harper is well upstairs.
Yeah, Arcia gets there late. Everyone's confused. They're lucky that did not go into center field.
Yeah, smart base running by Trey Turner.
Harper.
2 balls, no strikes. A hitter's count on one of the best hitters in baseball, Bryce Harper. Minter's pitch, and now Turner's going to take off for third, and Turner's safe throw kicks away from Riley a little bit, but not far enough off the infield dirt to send Turner home, and Trey Turner has himself 2 stolen bases in 1 at-bat, and he's on third base, and it's a 3-0 count, and things are looking really good for the Phillies in terms of them trying to add on to their 2-0 lead and give their back end of their bullpen.
As you can see, game of inches right here. Riley barely gets a touch on the ball. Game of inches.
3-0 the count. Do you give him something to hit? Yes, you do. Kind of. Bryce Harper chases at it. It's 3-1. I don't like Bryce Harper's decision to swing there.
Well, yeah. But I mean, Harper, between this series and last year against the Braves in the postseason, incredible hitting.
Infield in, and Bryce Harper takes a pitch just inside, and he's going to walk. That's ball 4. So now the infield can kind of play differently a little bit here for Atlanta.
And you do waste a lefty-lefty matchup there, though.
We get a flashback of Bryce Harper's home run off Spencer Strider. Very hard hit there from Harper. Just over the wall there and right and into the chop house.
Yep, into the chop house.
AJ Minter is going to get pulled from this one. And the Braves will call upon a new pitcher. When we come back, it will be Chris Johnson. We'll see you in just a moment when Chris Johnson enters the game. And AJ Minter exits. Sorry, Pierce Johnson. Welcome back, everyone. Huge situation here. Pierce Johnson enters the game for the Atlanta Braves. A just over 4 ERA for him on the season.
67 games.
A massive spot right here. After Minter comes in, allows a single to Turner. Turner steals second and third. And then Harper walks. Minter gets knocked out of the game. And this is where we are. Alec Boehm coming to the plate. Runners on the corners, one out. The Phillies looking to add on and possibly break this game open with a big extra base hit.
Yeah. Here we go. Turner on third. Harper on first. Harper can score on a gapper, especially with the deep outfield. In a park like Truist.
Here's the first pitch coming from Pierce Johnson, the righty, to the righty Alec Boehm, and that's a called strike one. That pitch was low of the zone, did not hit any of the zone, but
I admit, it does seem like the umpires are in favor of Atlanta this game. They've given a couple calls to the Braves they didn't give to the Phillies.
Here's the 0-1 pitch from Johnson to Boehm, and Boehm swings and misses out a curveball. It's 0-2. Good pitch right there from Johnson as he gets Boehm to chase, and with a good call by that umpire in favor of Atlanta, he has Boehm, or a bad call, but good for Atlanta, and he has Boehm down 0-2 in the count.
Stott on deck, honestly, with the righty-lefty matchup. If it gets to that, I'd walk him.
The payoff pitch, swing, and a missed strike three at a curveball in the dirt. Two ugly chases right there from Alec Boehm. And Bryce Harper, however, he does steal second on that. So the Phillies are going to get two in scoring position with 2 outs, however.
Dirty pitch right there from Pierce Johnson. We'll see what they do with Bryce and Stott. On deck after that would be Realmuto, so not that big of a difference.
Pierce Johnson really struggled early in the season.
It's not lefty pitcher.
To a 1.56 ERA since June 21st. That's in 35 games. First pitch to Bryson Stott is a called strike one. The Phillies have 5 stolen bases tonight. That's a postseason franchise record. Like I said early, they have been aggressive on the base paths, and that has stayed as a common theme throughout this game, and it's paid off.
3 in the inning alone.
A lot of speed in this lineup. Obviously, Trey Turner, one of the fastest players in baseball. Realmuto, one of the fastest catchers in baseball. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch to Bryson Stott, who's 2 for 3 so far today as he lifts that one foul.
That's not good. Phillies, you got to get runs here. This could end up being a decider of this game. See if Stott can come in clutch.
Fans on their feet. They're ready for Pierce Johnson to get out of this inning, and then the bats turn it over and start off this rally. 0-2 is the count. 2 in scoring position, 2 outs, 2-run lead for the Phillies. Here's the pitch. That one misses upstairs.
Cannot let the Braves crowd get antsy right here. Cannot let them get loud. It turns over immediately. Well, I accidentally switched to the Braves batting already. That's my bad.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Another payoff pitch from Johnson, and that one misses low on a curveball.
Okay. I think during the pitching change, accidentally changed the batting team. All right, right now the Phillies are hitting, guys. So yeah, my bad.
Pierce Johnson throws a ton of curveballs. We saw one right there. Yeah. He has the highest curveball percentage among MLB relievers, 58.9%.
Wow.
Empty bullpen for the Phillies, by the way.
That means, I guess, Kirker King's going back out.
Yeah, good for him.
I mean, only like 6 pitches, though, right?
Yeah, just one batter retired from Kirker King.
That's his dad.
Good stuff.
Kind of looks a bit like Terry Francona.
I wonder if he thought that he'd be seeing his son pitch in a postseason baseball game before this baseball season started. Probably not, considering they started in high A. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bryson Stott. Pierce Johnson delivers. This one kicks away, but Trey Turner's going to go back to third base. A good job right there by Sean Murphy, keeping that one within range.
I mean, Kirker King already has the role of a guy that like the other team hasn't faced. So they just put him out there because the other team has no idea what to do. He's getting 2 innings, it seems, here. But first, can the Phillies bats help him out?
3 balls, 2 strikes, full count pitch. That one misses low on a curveball. Bryson Stott's going to draw a walk. And now 2 outs and the bases loaded for the Phillies. And now they have a chance to really break this one open with 3 on.
I mean, all the credit in the world right there to Bryson Stott.
Yeah, good job right there laying off that tough Pierce Johnson curveball. Like I mentioned, he has the highest curveball percentage among all relievers.
Yeah,
over 58%.
Stott is one of the younger players on his team. That was a veteran at bat right there. And now he gives it to Realmuto. Single puts him out of a save situation.
Bases loaded, 2 outs. The first pitch misses outside, ball 1. So Pierce Johnson was acquired on July 24th from Colorado. The Braves sent 2 righties for him. And he's been pretty good with the Braves, but a massive spot right here. Crowd getting rowdy. 1-0 pitch to Realmuto. That misses low.
Oh, this isn't good.
And the count 2-0. And now Pierce Johnson is really struggling to throw strikes right now. He kind of got bailed out by Alec Bohm 2 batters ago. Bohm chased a lot of pitches.
I'm surprised Murphy hasn't gone onto the mound right here. 2-0. Goes another ball. He's got to throw 3 straight strikes to prevent a run.
And now it looks like the Braves pitching coach is going to come out onto the mound.
That makes sense. You have to throw a strike here. Crucial at bat.
Rick Kranitz having a talk with Pierce Johnson. We take a look at the Phillies Grand Slam.
Does that still hurt?
On Wednesday night, they have a chance to hit another Grand Slam in back-to-back games. That would be very improbable. It would be
not trying to rub it in, Ryan.
Not Bryson Stott.
I'm not trying to rub it in, Ryan, but I'm just wondering, does that still hurt to you?
Not really.
Or was the game over?
I don't know, 3-0. I didn't really have much confidence, but I think
that makes sense.
People overrated how important that Grand Slam was. It broke open the game, but they still would have won anyway without the Grand Slam.
Yeah,
low pitch, Realmuto swings and fouls it back. I mean, postseason Grand Slams very cool, but we knew the Phillies were going to score more runs anyway, and I kind of felt that the Marlins had no chance, but that's a really
good team. They have a chance to become regulars with that core that they have.
2 balls and 1 strike on Realmuto. And Realmuto swings and fouls it back. And they're going to say catcher's interference. Oh, my goodness. It's a catcher's interference on Sean Murphy. And the Phillies, in the most unlikely way, are going to score a run. My goodness.
What?
If you're Sean Murphy, you cannot let that happen. I mean, we're going to get the replay in just a moment. Something looked off after that foul ball, and then the umpire behind home plate says catcher's interference. Let's see. And it looks like I can't tell from that angle.
No, Murphy showed a reaction, though. Murphy showed a reaction. You can tell.
I mean, it barely hit his glove, but I guess so.
It might not have hit the glove from that angle, but you can tell that Murphy.
No, I can see Murphy's reaction. Are they challenging this? They're going to challenge this.
Murphy reacted to it. Why are they calling the bullpen? What?
Well, the Braves are challenging. The Phillies are probably talking to the bullpen right now.
I don't know why would they challenge that? Because Murphy's reaction clearly showed that the ball hit him.
Yeah, I'm not.
It may not look like
I mean, that angle is not the best.
Watch Murphy's reaction. Hold on, wait. Wait for it. Doesn't hit him there. Doesn't look like we're going to have a good angle.
I just can't tell.
Well, he reacts like it hits him.
Yeah. Did it not hit him and he just reacted like that and he's fooling around? I don't know.
Well, you can't fool around at the postseason.
Oh, yeah, I'm kidding, but...
Yeah.
What is this? What?
The only thing to go off of didn't even hit him. But if it's inconclusive, the only thing to go off of was Murphy's reaction, which certainly looked like Murphy was reacting to the bat hitting him. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't call it catcher's interference.
We'll see. They're on the phone right now with New York.
I don't know. From that top-down view,
We're getting the call. Call on the field stands. It is a catcher's interference. And it's 3-0 Phils. What a weird way to score a run in, Samuel.
Honestly, as a Phillies fan, this is a very unstressful game. I don't know how, because we had a couple of jams. Like he reacts with his little notion that he's banged up or something.
Yeah, well, I guess that was the deciding factor.
Well, no, and also the top-down view, he might have skimmed it. It looked like. So
barely a catcher's interference, but it results in a run. Like they say, this is a game of inches. And now Braves fans throwing bottles on the field.
Oh my goodness.
And I mean, it's bad fan base versus bad fan base. I don't know if the Phillies fans.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Okay, whatever. You can't be doing that.
Yeah, absolutely.
People behind him played it laughing about it.
And are they still throwing bottles on the field? Is this is a long delay?
Why not show it?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah, you can't do that. Come on. Show some respect.
And it was clearly a catcher's interference, too. I mean, it did not take them a very long time.
Like, Murphy knew it, too. I don't know, like, what he's thinking.
Yeah, I mean,
Murphy knows that the ball hit him. The bat hit him. Like, he's not even blaming the umpire. He's like, dang it, that definitely hit me.
Yeah, I mean, he felt it. I don't know why. What are you booing? Get a grip. This is not a bad call. No.
It might have barely hit the glove. Murphy knows it hit him, though. I don't know, like, he's got to be honest after the game and say that it hit him if it did.
Kirby Yates and Brad Hand both warming up in the bullpen.
That popcorn being thrown at him? That was. Oh, my goodness.
They're throwing popcorn
being thrown at Kirby Yates.
Jeez.
Ramuto knew it immediately. And so did the umpire, and so did the catcher. So I don't know what the fuss is about. Like,
yeah.
That is.
Is there still a delay? What's going on here?
Oh my, wow. Okay.
They're pointing at something. I'm going to check Twitter. I have no idea what.
Yeah, this is going on. An event for sure. Hold on. What is happening? And this all begins with a sided bat still. Now they're good. So finally they got out of it. Now it's Castellanos at the plate.
Here's the first pitch to Nick, and Nick swings.
Hold on.
It's a foul ball chopper. Well, Samuel, the Braves tied the record for most home runs in a season by a team this year, but they have been dead quiet this year. I mean, this game. This inning continues, so we won't get to see the Braves bats. Maybe we will now. Here's a ground ball over the head of Johnson. Throw to first.
Whoa.
Just gets him. Nick Castellanos was definitely not flying down the line there.
That's a great play.
But a great play by Orlando Arcia. And that one went over Johnson's head, so we knew it had a chance. And, yeah, it just gets Nick Castellanos by about a step. So we are going to head to the bottom of the 8th.
Is that going to be called an error? The interference?
Wait, what?
Is the interference just going to be called an error?
I guess so. We will see you guys momentarily. are back here on the Carolina Cast. 3-0 Phils. They add on another run thanks to a catcher's interference. Wow. What a wacky game this has been, Samuel.
Truly incredible.
So, I saw a lot of Phillies fans saying Jazz went 0 for 8 in the playoffs. He's terrible. Terrible player, overrated, which is stupid, but it makes you think, you should not judge players off 2 or 1 playoff games because Ronald Acuna Jr. has no hits so far tonight. So John Birdie has 1, and that's John Birdie. So if you just base it off just that, then, you could say John Birdie should be MVP and not Acuna. Just don't look at postseason stats in only 2 games. And please stop slandering Jazz Chisholm if you're a Phillies fan. 1-0 on Ronald Acuna Jr. He digs in, looking for his first hit of the night as the 1-0 pitch misses outside from Kerrigan.
See what Kirk King can do.
Kirk King, 2-0 pitch, misses outside again. 3-0 to the future National League MVP, Ronald Acuna Jr.
I mean, who else is going to be the MVP? Nobody. So, yeah.
Exactly.
No
John Birdie. Ronald Acuna Jr. draws a walk.
I mean,
Poor pitch walk to start off this inning. I don't know if Kierkegaard was scared and he didn't give him anything good to hit, but this whole Braves lineup is so dangerous. You got Matt Olson coming up shortly after him, so there's nobody
you
who
can
can
anybody
around.
into someone else, really. That's not how it goes. You don't walk anybody.
Yeah, especially with this lineup. I mean,
to get to someone
so
else.
Kirk King is out of the game. Is that Michael Lorenzen coming in? Who is that?
That's Matt Strom.
Matt Strom. My bad. That's not Lorenzen. Okay.
With the top 7 in the Phillies lineup, it's the same thing. I mean, no disrespect to Marshall Rojas. They were pretty good hitters in themselves, though.
They are. They're not elite, but they're good hitters. Anyways, Matt Strom entering the ball game here for the Braves. We will take a quick break. And when we come back, Austin Riley will dig in against Matt Strom. Riley's 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. We'll see you in a moment. Big at-bat coming up with Ronald Acuna Jr. on base. Stay with us on Carolina Cast and grab your popcorn. Matt Strom into the ball game for the Philadelphia Phillies as we are back here on the Carolina Cast. Strom has been solid this season for the Phillies, a 3.29 ERA across 56 games and 87 2/3 innings. Strom in his career against Atlanta, 19 innings pitched, giving up 5 earned runs. That's in 3 starts as well. He used to be a starter and was also used as an opener sometimes for the Phillies. First pitch to Austin Riley is high and inside.
I'll be going live for D-backs Dodgers
Oh, you will? All right.
Whenever this game does end.
Strom did not appear in the wild card series against the Marlins. Here's the 1-0 pitch, and Riley swings, sends a line drive out to left field. That's going to fall in front of Brandon Marsh, and that's a base hit. So not a great start to this inning for the Philadelphia Phillies. Acuna walks. Riley hits a single into left.
This isn't good.
And the Braves now have the tying run at the plate. And that tying run for Atlanta will be the power hitter himself, Matt Olson.
Does help. That's a lefty-lefty.
Well, yeah, of course, but that's nothing for Matt Olson, who can hit a home run off almost about anyone in all the majors. First pitch to Olson, that's a called strike one.
And after you also got Albies, and Ozuna will be a lefty-righty.
Albies a switch hitter. Ozuna the righty. 0-1 the count on Olson. Here's the pitch, and Olson swings and fouls it off. Matt is 1 for 3 in this game. Matt on Matt. I don't know how I didn't say that a few pitches ago, but Matt on Matt. Strom on Olson.
Oh, 2 count.
No balls, 2 strikes. The pitch, that one upstairs from Strom. Nice take right there by Olson.
Once you get to the 9th, we were in the 9th, the Acuna and Riley runs would not matter as much.
1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch, that one runs high and inside. Strom not very happy with that miss right there. It's 2-2.
Come on. Strom has to lock in here.
What a massive at-bat right here. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Payoff pitch from Matt Strom to Matt Olson. That one misses outside. So after starting him off 0-2, 3 straight balls, and the count now full with Ozzy Albies on deck, it doesn't get much easier. Crowd on their feet at Truist. This place would explode with a homer. 3-2 pitch. Olson swings, gets a piece of it, and fouls it off.
Good pitch from Strom. Finally getting Olson to foul something back. I'd still throw a strike here, though. Maybe a breaking ball.
Strom in his first season with the Phillies, a former Boston Red Sox.
It makes sense
Also
his name is Strom
as well. That was his last season experience. 3 balls, 2 strikes, another full count offering. Olson swings. Fly ball out to left center. Backing up and making the catch is Johan Rojas. Olson just got under that one, and he knew it.
Inside fastball, decent pitch from Strom. At the lip of the track, Rojas is able to make the catch.
So Acuna's going to tag up, and he gets to third. So the Braves have runners on the corners, only 1 out. Still a very golden opportunity with Ozzy Albies up at the plate. Yeah, geez. Olson just missed one. I mean, so close.
Luckily, Strom was able to put it a bit inside, and that was the reason Olson didn't hit a home run there. Now it's Albies, though.
Albies at the plate, first pitch upstairs.
Come on.
Here's the 1-0 pitch to Ozzy, and he swings. Ground ball. Great play by Turner on a dive. Throw to second on time. Throw to first is also in time. A massive double play turned by the Philadelphia Phillies. And Trey Turner, who's been criticized for his defense throughout the season, makes an incredible dive on that hard-hit ground ball, tosses to second, and then the throw over to first. A perfectly executed double play, and Truist Park gets turned from a loud house to just crickets. 2 huge outs on that ground ball from Matt Strom to end the 8th inning. Final 2 frames. We go to the 9th when we come back here on the Carolina Cast. What a game. The Braves still scoreless. Welcome back, everyone, to Postseason Baseball on Carolina Cast. Raisel Iglesias into the ball game for the Braves. Brandon Marsh at the plate for the Phillies. The 0-1 pitch is skied in the air out to shallow left. Orlando Arcia all the way out there in shallow left center field, calling off the left fielder, Eddie Rosario, and making the catch.
Been looking at some fan opinion on this Braves-Phillies catcher's interference. So it's John Boy Instagram post. Decided to look at some of the comments. To be honest, most of them did side with the Phillies, even Braves fans in general. I only saw one comment that was mad. I looked at about 10 of them.
Yeah.
And even a couple of Braves fans were like, come on, like that was the correct call.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the Braves fans at the ballpark were thinking who threw stuff on the field. But
Murphy didn't even argue with it. He knew that. I mean, the cameras did not. Somehow, from the cameras, we did not see contact. But based on the reaction of Murphy and Realmuto and the umpire and Murphy after the call, Murphy knows that his glove made contact with the bat. That was definitely the right call.
2 balls and 1 strike. Johan Rojas swings and misses.
If the Phillies can get any more insurance,
that would be nice. Definitely would help y'all win this game a lot. 0-for-3 is Rojas. He grounded out in his last plate appearance. It'll turn over the top of the order. If Rojas can get on here, then we'll see Kyle Schwarber and Trey Turner most likely. 2-2 pitch swing and a miss,
Ooh.
strike 3. The high heat from Raisel Iglesias gets Johan Rojas. And with 2 outs and nobody on, here comes Kyle Schwarber.
Great pitch from Raisel Iglesias.
So Mr. 3 true outcomes at the plate. Struck out his last time as one of the 3 outcomes. Maybe he's due for a home run, Samuel.
We'll see. Kimbrel
Craig
is up
Kimbrel,
and ready
the
for the save.
veteran reliever, over 500 saves, warming up in the bullpen, or 300, sorry. I don't think he's gotten 500. No, he has not had 500 saves. .400, but over 300, over 400. Great career it's been for Craig Kimbrel.
For sure. Maybe he spends another year with the Phillies after this too.
2-0 from the former Angel, Raisel Iglesias, and he delivers a strike to Kyle Schwarber on the inside part of the plate. That one was dotted. A nice pitch right there.
The Phillies only have 3 runs, but this is Schwarber's 6th at-bat of the game. Find that hard to believe.
2-1. The pitch. Schwarber swings. He just got under that one. A fly ball to shallow right. Acuna coming in and calling off Ozzie Albies and making the catch.
Stay on.
So we're going to the bottom of the 9th. We'll stay on here on the Carolina cast. It'll be Craig Kimbrel looking for the save with a 3-run cushion.
Yeah, the last inning here. The Braves, I believe it's 5-6-7. But to be honest, that does not really matter because it's the Atlanta Braves offense. I believe it's 5. It's Ozuna, Harris, Arcia, Murphy, Rosario. That's the rest of the lineup, so we'll see. Ryan will join us back in a sec. .3-0 Phillies. Kimbrel's coming on for the save. The Braves, the best offense in baseball, and probably the best offense we've seen in a long time, Ryan, is been shut out by the Phillies and their plethora of pitchers somehow tonight. I honestly don't know how we did it, but somehow they did. So that's where we're at right now. It was, look at it here. Just Stott. Hold on. Wait a minute. App's being a bit glitchy real quick. The Stott RBI single off of a wild pitch, I believe. Then the Harper home run. Then the controversial Realmuto interference. So 2 of them was the Braves' fault. The Harper home run was all Harper, to be honest. That was a pretty good pitch from Strider. We'll add Ryan back here, I guess. You ready to come back, Ryan?
Yeah.
All right. Ryan appears to be a Tanner Scott enthusiast, as it says in his bio, who is known for balling games back. Stepped it up.
Tanner Scott is the best relief pitcher in baseball.
Okay.
Outside of Felix Bautista, who's injured right now, and maybe Edwin Diaz as well. Tanner Scott, if you exclude those injured guys, well, both of them will be back, but I think this season in the second half, Scott was probably the best closer in baseball.
Teams that have led MLB in runs per game that have been shut out in the first game of the postseason, 1935 and 2001. 1935 is the Tigers in World Series Game 1 against the Cubs. And then the Mariners in 2001 in the NLDS against Cleveland.
So Kimbrel facing his former team, the Atlanta Braves. He pitched with them from 2010 to 2014. First pitch to Marcell Ozuna is a called strike 1.
That stat was a graphic one.
Last licks here for Atlanta. It's so crucial that Marcell Ozuna, the leadoff man, can get on here and start a rally.
He's a power hitter, but you're not looking for a home run, just a base runner here.
Down to their final 3 outs. 0-1 pitch is fouled off.
There's been a lot of high 90s fastballs that have been right down the middle. The Braves have not been able to capitalize on that. Normally, their offense would capitalize.
The Braves will bring Ozuna, Harris, and Arcia to the plate, and then after that, it will be Murphy and Rosario if necessary, and then it turns over to the top of the order with Acuna, Riley, and Olsen. 0-2 pitch is a foul ball chopper down the third baseline. Ozuna fighting here. Marcel is 1 for 6 in his career against Craig Kimbrell, with 2 walks, though, and 4 strikeouts.
Faced him 8 times. Half the time it's been a strikeout. Might be more than half the time.
0-2 on Ozuna. Here's the pitch. That one misses low and outside.
See how many pitches Kimbrell has to use. It doesn't really matter, though, for someone like Kimbrell. I mean, he's the closer. As long as he gets the job done.
5th pitch of the inning from Kimbrell. And now time called. JT Realmuto wants to come out onto the mound and talk with Craig Kimbrell. Realmuto, it was right before Kimbrell was about to throw that pitch, so Realmuto must have saw something in Ozuna's tendencies. I'm not sure.
I mean, who knows? That pitch could have been a home run. So you never know.
Yeah. 1-2 the count.
Maybe he noticed Ozuna was sitting on a pitch that was being called. Who knows?
Here it comes, and that one misses low on the knuckle curve.
Good pitch. 87 there from Kimbrell. I mean, it just misses below the zone, but not as much in the dirt. Great patience, though, from Ozuna. That looked like it was – that usually generates a swing, especially with 2 strikes.
2-2 pitch. Ozuna swings. Pop-up. Down the first baseline, it's Bryson Stott, and he makes the catch. Out number 1, and 2 to go here for the Philadelphia Phillies. Craig Kimbrell trying to lock in this combined shutout by the Phillies. The Braves offense, even in the regular season, had barely ever been shut out. And now in their first postseason game, Samuel, I want to ask you, do you think maybe it's a little bit of rust from getting so many days off? They have not played since Sunday.
Yeah.
That's pretty much a week off, 6 days. Do you think it's rust?
It seems like last year rust was a factor. Maybe sometimes it is better to get a wild card spot. Not really,
in some cases, possibly. I mean, the Rangers won today. They lost the AL West in dramatic fashion at the end of the season, and now they are 3-0 in the playoffs so far.
It didn't affect the Astros, but that's the Houston Astros, so nothing you can really do about it.
Yeah, the Astros are just on another level in the playoffs.
And they're playing the Minnesota Twins. No offense, but
I think the Twins can be dangerous.
Cool. Royce Lewis did it a home run. Again, and Polanco.
1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch, and that one runs low and inside.
Yeah, Harris, Arcia, Murphy, Rosario.
Craig Kimbrell, I'm looking at his Savant page right now. He has a lot of reds on Baseball Savant, including the K rate in the 98th percentile, the whiff rate in the 90th percentile.
Yeah.
The fastball run value in the 85th percentile. 96-mile-per-hour fastball right there, misses inside. 3-1 now, and Harris is working up a count here. That's what you got to do. Try and at least draw a walk or work up a count and then hit a single or maybe even a double.
Phillies have Wheeler for game 2, Noah for game 3.
3-1. A ground ball to first. Harper's going to take it to the bag himself, and he's going to get the out. So an unassisted ground out to first base, a pop out and a ground out. And the Braves are down to their final out.
This is really bad for Atlanta, though, because unlike last year where you faced Wheeler game 1, this year you're down 1-0. You got to win 3 out of 4 games, and in 2 of those games you have to face Zach Wheeler, and in the other, Aaron Nola.
Yeah, it's very tough. Orlando Arcia swings at the first pitch, sends a fly ball out to left. Brandon Marsh jogging in, camped under it, and he makes the catch. And the Philadelphia Phillies have won game 1 of the NLDS here
God.
at Atlanta in the Braves' house, and a dominant performance by the Phillies pitching-wise. A shutout of this very tough Atlanta Braves offense, and more importantly, or more impressively, they hold that lineup that tied the home run record with the Minnesota Twins back from 2019 to no home runs. Very impressive. I mean,
No
let's
runs
take
in
a look at
general.
the pitchers that the Phillies used today. Ranger Suarez went 3 2/3 in his start, and then they use Hoffman for a third of an inning. They get a full inning out of Dominguez and Alvarado in the middle of the game. And then they also get Kara King a full inning, Strom a full inning, and then Craig Kimbrell gets the final 3 outs, gets the save, and the Phillies win it 3-0. And a big Bryce Harper home run helped them get there, as well as the catcher's interference and a Bryson Stott RBI single to knock in Bryce Harper. So this was a great game for Bryce Harper. He, as well as the Phillies pitching, he really helped them get that win. I'm Ryan Schlesinger, along with Samuel Levine. Samuel's going to go live now for the Diamondbacks-Dodgers game. Thank you all for tuning in. Big win for the Phillies. This series will return for Game 2 from Truist Park and then go back to Citizens Bank Park with that incredible atmosphere for Game 3 and 4. We'll see you guys soon here on the Carolina Cast. Again, thank you for tuning in. I'm Ryan Schlesinger at Marlins Ryan on Twitter, along with Samuel Levine.